Here we go. We're going to take a look here at the Engage 2 Plus. I went ahead and pulled. There was a small tab. When I get boxes, it's often hard to tell how to open them just by touch, but I was able to figure this one out, so we're going to pop it open. We have tactily, there's some kind of a loop, which makes sense, some kind of circle here. And then I believe on the bottom right-hand corner it says Engage 2 Plus. Go ahead and one-handedly do this, maybe, possibly, maybe not. There we go. So let's see what we got going on here in the box. All right, we're gonna lift this part, and here we go. We got lots of things. I'm gonna turn the box this way so you guys can take a look inside. I can feel the like foam or some form of the ear tips so that you can adjust them, which is pretty cool. There is a case of some description right here in the middle, and it feels like there is, and this is concurrent with what I've heard online, that there's different sets of the actual things to adjust the ear tips. So there's what feels to be like a foam material along the top, and then on the bottom is more of like a silicone type thing. So okay, so I was able to wiggle this guy out of the box, and it is a small, I believe it's kind of white. It might be more of a gray. It's hard for me to tell visually, but the case. And then on the bottom, if we carefully pop it open with one finger, we have the earplugs themselves inside. It's just a plastic case. Not exactly my favorite. If you've seen my original video about why I'm wearing earplugs, I looked at the one from Vibes, which is a little bit better. So maybe I would actually put these in that case, but I'll take a look at one of the earplugs, and here it is. I got the dusk color, which I think is kind of a like black type thing. And these are probably going to be a little big. I can feel the earplugs size here, and I feel like it's going to be a little large for me, but we'll try them on and look at those things. But they are in here, and it looks like they can kind of fit specifically in here somehow. Let's see how this first one is. Yeah, so you kind of stick it in with the ear cup, or the ear tip facing down and the ring up, maybe. Let's give that a shot. It seems to kind of fit. Does it close? Yes. And then there is a little, whoa, aptly named. See, this is a slippery case. I'm not a huge fan. I prefer the little canister guy from the Vibes, but hopefully this would be able to be carabinered onto my keychain. The only thing I have to ask too is this loop going to actually hold up, like, to every day if it's hanging off? And, you know, I work with kids, so I'm running around. It's going to be bouncing all over the place. And then, like I said, we have these things somewhere. I should also have the mute things, which are these little, it might be this guy. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. Yep, I don't know what they look like, but they're these little things. Oh, I feel them. Okay, they're hiding way over here in the lower right corner. I don't even know if the camera is in the right spot. But they're these little things you stick in there for another 5 decibels of noise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try them on off camera, get the fit the way that I need them, and if I need to talk about anything there, I will, but I'll flip the camera around and show you what they look like. All right, so here I am. I'm wearing the Loop Engage 2 Plus earplugs. I will turn my head so you can kind of see the ring part is sticking just out of my ear. These are a little bit big. I'm not quite sure on the fit. I'm going to play with it a little bit, but I'm not sure. The occlusion effect is pretty strong right now. I can hear my voice quite a bit, but I can hear my voice in the room as well. And so I'm hoping that these might be the stronger option for my job. I will get more into testing in a little while, but that's what they look like in my ears. It feels pretty snug. It's a little uncomfortable, but I think that might be just the fit. So like I said, I was gonna just switch the fit right away, but I figured I should try these to make sure I don't need to stick with this size. But I'm gonna probably try out the slightly smaller ear cups and go from there, or whatever. I don't know what you call them, tips, ear tips. But yeah, so there we go. Okay, so I did manage to switch the, these are, I believe, the medium size that come on the earplugs by default. And I just took one out of my ear to show you the small size. And I think that's what I'm going to end up needing. So I will put this one back in and I'll actually turn the camera around and show you what that looks like, because that made a big difference in the way that they sound, and I'm hoping that it's a good thing. So let's try that. All right, so we're gonna stick this guy in my ear, and it's so much easier than the Vibes to just head right here and twist around. I like the loop to kind of rest inside my ear. I think I'm not reading any directions or anything like that, but this feels pretty comfortable to me, and holy mackerels does this make a difference. The occlusion effect is still there, 100%, but it's almost as though everything else is just a slight bit clearer. I don't think these are going to come flying out if I'm running around with my kids or anything like that. They feel a little bit loose, but nothing that feels insulting. My right hand one specifically, which is the same problem I've had with the Vibes, feels just a little different than the left, but it feels pretty secure, and I think these actually really might be the way to go. So I may also eventually try out the foam tips as well, but I like the silicone because that's the most similar to the Vibes, so I think that's what I'm going to start with for testing. So here's a look at them one more time. We got the loop kind of part just inside my ear on both, and I can hear myself in a very different way than the Vibes. I'll get into comparisons and those types of things. I've done about 4 days worth of testing with the Vibes high fidelity earplugs at this point, and these just got here. It's currently Friday and I have the day off today, so I won't have the chance to test them at work until Monday, but I may do some field testing this weekend a little bit and make that part of the testing video for the Loop Engage 2 Plus, which is these guys. So just a look at them, and I showed off the Vibes in the Why I'm Getting Earplugs video. If you haven't seen that, I will throw a link down below for that. And with all that being said, if you have any questions about these, please let me know. I'm really excited about Loop because everybody that I posted out to on my social media and things like that was very keen on recommending the brand, and so I'm really excited to try them out. And just right now in my fairly controlled studio apartment, I can tell you that I like the way that I sound a little bit better as far as working with kids, and I think these might be just a little bit easier. They're going to let in a little bit more noise than the Vibes, but that might end up working to my advantage, and I will talk a lot more about those as I compare the two as we continue this series. So this is just a unboxing kind of first impressions sort of thing with the Loop Engage 2 Plus, and if you want to see more, please hit the like, subscribe buttons down below, and I will see you soon as we continue to explore a little bit more about audio overload and how earplugs might be able to help me as a blind person. So thanks for checking this one out. If you have any questions, comments, queries, theories, concerns, or anything else, please don't hesitate to put those in the comment section down below, and we'll see you soon. Peace.